So apparently there is some discussion on some of my videos about things that I won't say don't really matter, but I wanted to help people out with something. Anybody who's ever done anything can show you what they've done, and it doesn't give you any clue as to how they did it. So what I want everybody to do is before they call me or get into a lot of this other stuff, is to take a look at my Dropbox, which is what I call my receipts and my resume. And you can see everything that I've ever done in well, not everything, but almost all my court stuff is in there. So what I was going to do is to share my screen with everybody and help you navigate the Dropbox using the information that I have. So at any rate, so here's where we are. Let's go to my Dropbox. And inside my Dropbox, which your link, the link I gave you all, which is available on all it's available on all of my videos and my page, what have you. And inside, when you hit that link, it should come up with something like this, or it will come up with just the proof. But inside there, what you'll be able to see is my audios from when I was actually inside of courtrooms. These are the judges that I was in front of at the time. And when you open up one of the folders, they'll have the WAV files from the video from the court proceeding. Because what I do is I go to court when the court proceedings are over. I go to the admin office, and I also keep a court reporter. That's something else. It's very important. Keep your court reporter. But what I do is I get a copy of it, and I just saved it. It's kind of like studying game film. So, like, let's say these are all the hearings I had to make for that one court case. But let's say like this is the day that they dismissed the case. So if you want to hear what it sounds like to have a case dismissed, let's try this.
I do have the demand for discovery.
Okay.
And this is just to give you an idea of what you're going to hear at the end of all the cases or something like this. And this is about a speeding ticket, and they took me to jail for driving without license, and I had to go in and fight that. And all my license suspensions, people were behind child support cases that you all now know that I believe there's some issues with them, or they were just void. And also, I think they all came back because of my lawsuit that's ongoing in federal court.
Now, specifically demanding all reports prepared for in connection with the case. Seems to kind of include that, man.
That's the judge talking.
It's hard to figure it out with all these other things he's asking for, but for some reason he did ask for that.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Well, you can go ahead and leave. I might dismiss the charge.
And I'll ask for dismissal of the.
I'm dismissing the cases.
Have a great day.
Man.
And you can see I had to make several appearances, but you're gonna hear them. So you'll hear that with that. Judge Artemis was there once. The person I appreciate most, and like we're not friends or anything like that, was Judge Conrad, because my very first ever self-representation is in this case here. And Judge Conrad walked me through and helped me understand and got me away from a lot of that other foolishness that you may hear on the internet. Because I actually came in listening to some of that stuff as well. But as I started to develop, my background was actually education, but and then I went from that. But my major is political science, a concentration in history and urban studies. It was political science, pre-law. But I wasn't really thinking about it like that, before, and I also was a union steward for the Teamsters. So I have some dealings with adversarial situations. My parents are both retired military. My brother's a professor. So I came from a family that they're much further along academically than me. That goes without saying. Heck, I have a daughter who's about to be a doctor. So